Here from Ames Global. We are here with Kerry, and Kerry is our very special guest today. We've got Kerry Clark from MIT, who's the International Market Manager, and she's one of the three international market managers at Manukau Institute of Technology. Thank you, Kerry, for joining us. We really appreciate you coming out and joining us at 8 o'clock. And I know that you've got a full-on personal life right now, which I won't talk about, with your dogs and cats. So we really appreciate you. Yes, thank you.
I appreciate the initiative.
Thank you. So just to set the scene today, guys, we've done a few of these sessions, and they've been about immigration and the recent changes in immigration and how the whole COVID-19 situation has impacted a lot of you guys. So today we thought we'll change the flavor a bit. And this session has been followed after a poll that we did. So as you know, that we have a Friday poll, which runs for about 24 hours on our Facebook page. And the last poll confirmed that about 52% of people that responded will consider studying again in the areas of skill shortages in New Zealand if their jobs have been impacted by COVID-19. So, so what we thought was we will actually bring out the education providers to you guys, rather than you go to the education providers. We've got the expert from the provider here, and we will try and tackle all the questions that we can about the courses and see what courses we can find that align with the skill shortages in New Zealand. I just want to talk to us about MIT and what is it that MIT offers to students? What is the support that the students get? Why should they choose to study at MIT?
Okay, well, thank you very much for the opportunity. I think this is a nice way to reach out to people who may have questions about what their options are. MIT, or Manukau Institute of Technology, is a government institute of technology, and we're located in Auckland, in South Auckland. We were New Zealand's first established polytechnic, and this year we're celebrating our 50th anniversary, our Golden Jubilee. So we've been working with the economy, especially of Auckland, for 50 years. And one of our main roles is providing people with meaningful qualifications that give them that combination of professional expertise along with practical knowledge. So it's a really strong balance. Now we work with a number of employers, so recognition of the school, so the quality of teaching and the quality of the teaching environment is well known. We have data that's come back from the New Zealand government that talks about employability of students and salaries paid. And when that data came out, it actually put MIT degree graduates at the top in terms of their earning capability and their employability. So we were very happy with that outcome because it was showing us that we listen a lot to what employers talk to us about, and that's really a key goal for us because we see our role as providing support for employers in our city. So, yeah.
And I think one of the things we've been telling people is that, COVID has sort of changed the scene of immigration. These are valuable migrants and those skill shortages in New Zealand. So when you talk about employability altogether, is there specific sectors where there are better outcomes that MIT may have seen compared to the others, in your view?
The ones that spring to mind for us, we do very well with our engineering students because we have courses that cover most of the main engineering areas. Nursing is another very strong area for employment, IT, early childhood teaching, but also programs like baking and cookery have always been consistently strong. We've also seen in the past good outcomes in areas like horticulture, because often the students that come to study with us, they're very motivated towards the qualification that they're choosing. But we do think it is important that students at this time talk to people like AIMS so that they're getting really strong advice in terms of what they can do with their qualification when they're finished, because it is a different time. But we think there'll be more opportunities in some areas, so it won't be all, it won't stop. So we have to look at what will happen post COVID-19.
And like we said, we've said in our multiple sessions that we understand that obviously government's priority is going to be at New Zealanders, and we citizens, unemployment rates going high affects every single one of us. We don't want that as a country, but there are areas where there are skill shortages that cannot be filled in by local workforce. So where is that going to come from? And I think for the longest time, I've said that there's always been this disconnect between international education and those gaps.
Whenever we have someone coming to us on shore, we strongly, strongly recommend that they go and talk to a licensed immigration advisor. And AIMS is always one of the schools that we recommend that people talk to. So what we look at is someone who will give students really honest and open information. And that's something that AIMS is very well known for. Plus, we have to be honest, Arunima, we read your newsletter the same way everybody reads your newsletter. You've got tremendous knowledge about what's happening now, but what could also potentially happen. And that's important for us, because we're really clear that we cannot give immigration advice because we just simply don't have those skills. It's a completely different skill set for us. So we're happy to have the conversation about qualifications and how they might help. And working with a partner like AIMS, we think adds a lot of value to that conversation.
Thank you.